Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys how to create a contact book using Python. Okay, so first of all, open the editor, then let's create a folder let's just call it contacts. Okay, let's move inside our folder. First of all, this folder is empty, so we are going to create a new file inside our folder where we're going to store our code. Okay, so let's go and do that right away. So let's say touch main.py. Great, now we have one file inside our folder. This file is going to contain our whole code. I'm just going to create another file to readme. This is just going to give a little description about what our code does. Okay, nothing important, what the code does. Now let's open your editor and start coding right away. I'm going to use Vim for this one, so Vim main.py. Great. Now I'm going to set up my environment first before jumping into the code. So let me go hashtag /make/user/bin/env Python 3. Okay. Now, I'm just going to give a little comment to highlight some important things. So first of all, the title, let's call it contact. No, that is contact book CLI app. Okay. Now I'm going to highlight some features. So feature, I'm going to have, first feature I want to have is to edit a new contact. Okay, I want us to edit new contact. And as a new contact, I want a name. I want the phone, the numbers, and the email as well. That's our first features. And the second feature I want for my apps is going to be view contacts. Okay, so I can view all the contacts saved inside my book. And another feature I want to search for contact. So search for contact by name. Another feature I want to have is to delete a contact. So the possibility to delete any contact I don't want anymore. Delete by name. And the last feature I want to have is to save and load the contact. Okay, this is actually not really a feature. It's just a possibility to read the file, any file which is going to contain those saved contacts. Okay. Great. So after highlighting all the features, I'm going to jump into my code. First of all, I'm going to import the JSON and the OS. Okay. So I'm going to import JSON stand for JavaScript object notation and OS for operating system, something like that. So after that, I'm going to create a dictionary. This dictionary is going to contain all the contact we're going to create. Okay. So contact file equal, I want it to be saved as contact.json because I want them in the JSON format. Okay, so I think it's good. Now let's give it some beautiful to let it so. So hashtag, no, let me. Okay. Let's say this one is going to be helper function. So to let you all know, this all is going to create are going to be functions, so it's going just to be a function. Okay. Now our first function we're going to create is the load contact. Okay, this function is going to load the contact from any file, from the file, the JSON file. Okay, so def load contact is going to be the name. Okay, so after that I'm going to give you just hold on. Okay, I'm going to give a small description. So this function shows the load is going to load contact from the file if it exists. So if I have the contact.json already saved into my machine, I want to open it. Okay. Now I'm going to check if I have that file already. So if os.path.exist contacts file underscore contacts underscore file. Okay. I'm just checking if the file actually exists into my system. Okay. Now, if the file exists, I want to open it. So we open this file, contact underscore file, and read whatever is inside of it. Okay. So R, just R for read. It's just same as R. So I want whatever is inside, I want to read it and then return JSON.load. So I want to load whatever was inside of it and put them inside this empty dictionary. Okay, return empty dictionary. Great. Another function we're going to create is to save the contact. Okay, this function is going to save, to give it the possibility to save a contact. So let's give it a name as save context, but different from the first one, we're going to give it an argument. This argument is going to be just contact to make it simple. Okay, just like before, let's give it a small description. Save a new contact. Hold on, wait. I forgot. Let me add it to other quotation mark. Okay, and then close it here. Great. Now I'm going to open. So with open, so I want to save a contact. So I'm going to open the contact book first. And then after opening the contact book, I'm going to write a new contact inside of it. This is why I'm going to WS. So as F. Now JSON.dump. So I'm going to dump the data. So I want as data, I want the contacts in the format string and indent equal 4. Okay. Now let's create another function to display the contact. Okay. This, if I want to check how much contact I got or who the contact I got, whatever that. So dev display underscore contact as argument. I want it as contact as well. So a small description. This one is just going to let me view now. Let's go show all the saved contacts. Okay. In this one, we're just going to highlight all the saved contact inside our book. Okay, so first we're going to check. So if not contact, so if there is not a contact, so if there is no contact inside the book, so let's just print quotation mark backslash n. No contact found. Okay, dot backslash n. So if there is no contact, I just want to print like, okay, there is no contact inside this book. Okay, then I want to return all the contact saved. Okay, the contact list actually. So print backslash n contact list. So contact list. Okay, so I will go for ID x, comma, contact in enumerate. Open the parentheses, contacts, comma, star equal 1. Close the parentheses and colon. Okay. So after that, I want to print it like I want to print the ID of the contact. So I want also the name of the contact. So contact name, close the bracket. I also want the contact phones. So I will just keep like, let me add it like let me contact actually no wait I forgot something. Oh wait, great, let's keep like contacts. Open the bracket, let me open it. So phone and contacts, which forget the contacts, emails. Okay, this all I want it to be returned this way: the ID, the name, the phone number, and the email. Okay, so I want them to be printed like that. I want it to be to make it a little bit more beautiful. See, wait, now let's create another function. This function is going to edit a new contact. Okay, let's go up def edit contact. As an argument, we're going to give it just contact as well. Still, let's give it a small description. Wait, okay, let's say edit a new contact. Perfect. Now let's say perfect. Now let's create a variable to get the user input. So the name of the new contact. So enter a name. Okay. So from this function, I'm going to get the name, the phone, and the email as well. Just do the same practice. So for this one as well, enter phone number, email, input, enter email address. Great. Now let's go contact append. So added this new contact we just created. So contact that append open parenthesis. So let's I'm going to create what we call this is going to be name. Let me actually, I think it's called like the name. Just going to, I want it to, let's say as an object. Okay, let's go with as an object, return it as an object. Let's save it as an object, excuse me. So that's name. I wanted the dictionary, but okay, let's go with object. So the key in value, so name in value. Okay, so okay, save now. Okay, email, which email, cool. Email. Okay, I think, sorry for being a little bit slow. I'm coding using my phone, so it's not really that easy. Okay, I think it says it this way. I got everything. Okay, perfect. Great. Now let's print what we just saved. So we print the name of the contact we just edited. So okay, now it's better like that. Okay, contact, the name of the contact we just saved. So contact edited successfully. Edited successfully. I'm not really an English person, so yeah. Backslash and close the parentheses. Great. Another function we're going to create is the search function to search for a contact. So def search underscore contacts. As an argument is going to be contact as well. I'm going to give it a small description to search for a contact by name. So whoever is going to read my code in the future gonna know what this function does or what this function doesn't do. So okay, so I want it as a variable. So I want a variable first. Let's call it as keyword. So the keyword of the name I want to search. So keyword equal input. I could give it any name, but I just want to have keyword to make it just one like that. Okay, so enter enter a name to search a whatever the user going to input inside. I want it in lowercase just to avoid any error. So let me just highlight it a little bit. Okay, I think like this is a bit better. Okay, result equal let's say open this contact for contact in contact. Don't mind the C, just stand for contact. Okay, contact if keyword in contact dot lower. Okay, so I'm just saying that, so for any contact inside my contact, if the keyword match the name in lowercase, I want to return it as a result. Okay, that's what I want actually. That's what I actually did. Okay, so if I'm going to go have another one, so if a result, so if the result is what I wanted, so if there is a result, a new result, so no error, I guess. So let's say print, open the parentheses, backslash n, search results. Okay, so for contact, so for C in results, now I want to return it. So if there is a result, so I want to return it in a particular format. Okay, so I will print f. I will return first the name of the contact. So open the bracket, so the name, the email, the name, the phone, and the email. Okay, so if there is a result for how, no matter what was the keyword, so if it match any name in lowercase or have any name available in my contact book, I want to return it. So I want to return the whole thing, the name, the phone, and the email. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So it's just like returning a value if it match any value inside a particular dictionary, as long as the value match my search in lowercase. Because I'm not trying. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but it's a little bit the concept. So okay. So phone and contacts, email. Okay, yeah, I think that is it. So close to the parentheses. Now I'm just going to print nothing, so print a little bit of space probably. Now otherwise, if it doesn't match anything inside my book, so there is no contact, the contact wasn't found. Okay, so I will just print no contact found. So if your search doesn't match any result from my saved book, so doesn't match any name in the saved book, so in the contact book, so that is, I just want to return nothing. Okay, the contact wasn't saved. Another function going to be the delete contact. Okay, so I want to, maybe if I no longer need a contact, I want to delete it, this function is going to do the job for me. Okay, so as usually I'm going to give this the same argument, a small description, delete a contact by name, to make it a little bit simpler. So the same as I did above, I'm going to give a variable the same name. I have to create a variable called name. Well, the first was keyword, but it doesn't matter. So name, input, enter the name of the contact to be deleted. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit the same principle, the same concept of searching for a contact. So for C in contact, so for contact in contact, for the contact you're looking for inside my contact book, so if the contact name dot lower, so if the contact name in lowercase is equal to the name in lowercase, so if those both, the name the user did enter and the name inside my dictionary match, well, what I want to do is contact that delete. So I want the contact deleted. Okay, so contact that remove the contact. So if that match the name, if those both name match, I want them to be deleted. Dot save dot contact. If not, just going to save a contact, print. So when the contact get deleted, it saved a new file. So the new file, there will no longer be the old contact that was deleted. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, So it's just when we're working with database, just the same principle. Okay, you change database, you save it again. You change the file, you save it again, just like that. So I'm just going to print the result. So print f contact, the name of the contact deleted successfully. Okay, \n. Great. Now I'm going to return. Otherwise, if the name didn't match, contact not found, just the same as I did earlier. Okay, \n. Now think I'm done with all the function. I think we can go with the main menu. Okay, great. Now I'm going to create the main function, so def main. Okay, from this function I want to let the machine know, the system know, I'm going to work with the contact. So contact equal load contact, which is the first function we created. Great. Now I'm going to create a loop. Since there is a choice, I want the user to keep choosing it again and again until it exits himself. So while true, print. First of all, I'm just going to print the name. So just give it a little title, something to make it a little bit beautiful. Nothing really important. Okay. So this one's going to be a title. Let's say contact book. Nothing really important. Nothing really flashy. Just something clear. Okay. Now I'm going to give a user some option. Okay. So the option going to be the first option. I'll get say, let's say, okay, view all the contact. Okay, this is going to be the first option. View contacts. Great. The second option going to be edit a new contact. Okay, if the user want to edit a new contact into the book, you can pick up the second option. Another one I will edit is the third one, the search options. And I will do the same also for the delete options. Okay. So another one is going to be the delete option for delete contact. And the last one is going to be the exit. Okay, so if he's done with whatever he wanted to do, was doing all the app, he can exit himself. So exit. Now exit the loop. Okay, now I'm going to create another variable to let the user pick up any option you want to use. Okay, so let's create the value. Let's call it just choice to make it whatever, just choice. Okay, no valid reason, just choice. It's simple. Input. Let's say choose an option from 1 to 5. Okay, just make it a little bit simple that way. Great. Now let's go have to make all this function working. So if choice, so if the choice of the user was number 1, which is view all the contact, then I want to call that function. So I will just go the function was display contacts. Okay, so if you pick it up the first option, then I want to display all the contacts saved inside the book. Otherwise, if the choice was the number 2, so the edit a new contact, I will just call the second function, which is edit a contact. Okay, and again I will do the same for all the option I gave him in the loop. Okay, so in the print function. Third one is search for a contact. So search underscore contacts. I'm just calling those function I wrote earlier. And if a choice for, well, is the delete in that case. So delete contact. And the last one is if the choice of the user is 5, then it surely want to exit. So I will just print a message to let him know he's exiting the book. So print goodbye. So you know, okay. Great, goodbye. Great. Now break. Okay, so if the user leave, well, I just want to break the loop, okay? So otherwise, so if the choice wasn't in 1 to 5, so that's probably an invalid choice. So because I only stated that I want all my options are from 1 to 5. So if the user enter like 6 or 7, 10 or whatever, the system going to let him know the choice was invalid. So you gotta try again. Then now all my code is good. I'm just going to save and leave. So let me actually run the app. So if name of the app is equal to main, which is the main function, then I'm just going to call that function again. So to let all of these run properly. Okay. Damn, I need to work my accent out. Okay. So I'm just going to exit now. Oh no. Wait. Great. Delete underscore w q. Okay. Let me clear my terminal. Okay, now let's run our code and see if we didn't get any error. Python main.py. Great, seems like everything is working. Choose an option. Okay, let's start with the first option. Okay, there is no contact. Great. Let's try to edit a new contact. I will save my name. So let's say let me enter my name, Harley, my phone number. Well, I'm just going to use a random number. Now I'm going to give my phone number. I'll just like that online. So let me go up +1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, the email I will just say anything or anything gmail.com. Okay, so contact save successful. Contact Harley edited successfully. Great. Seems like everything is working. I will try another. Let's try another option. Option number 3. Okay. So let me. The name I will search for my name, Harley. Great, Harley. The result is just the way I wanted it. Great. Name, phone, and email. Great. Now I'm just going to I want to delete the contact. Delete Harley. Contact Harley deleted successfully. Great. Now I'm going to exit. So 5. Great. Seems everything just worked fine. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next Friday for another video.